Hi girlies, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with a book review. I just finished reading this book and I heard so much about it, but what made me start reading it was really my therapist. She had said quite a few people recommended it to her, and so she recommended it to me, especially because I am a perfectionist. So a lot of stuff resonated. So I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite quotes, and then I want to share something with you that I made because of the book. So let's get into it. First, about the book, it is made by Mel Robbins. She is someone who was like one of the first people to do a TED Talk that was recorded and went viral. I think she's made a few books. I have not read them. This is the only book I've ever read. This is the only thing I really know about her. So I'm just going off of this book. But the premise of this book is the let them theory has to do kind of with removing this sense of stress and control that we feel from things that are completely out of our control. So that's other people's reactions, other people's emotions. Now, I will say, I don't agree with everything that she says in this book, or here and there that I would say I didn't like that she said. But I'm not here to talk about that. I think if you want to check out the book and get your own perspective, you totally should. I want to get into my favorite quotes. So let's get into the first one. I loved this quote mainly because of the YouTube thing, but I think it can correlate into a lot of stuff in my life. I have always had these dreams or goals in general that I knew in myself I wanted no matter what. And I have continuously worked as hard as I can to achieve whatever was next for me. But I really like this quote because there are still some things that I think I could talk myself out of. This quote just can speak to anybody who's struggling to actually do something they want to do. The next quote. All right, so in this quote, I feel like this really resonated with me because I really would get stuck, and I can think of many scenarios that have to do with work, my friendships, my relationship. We have these moments, and if we're not agreeing, I get really frustrated. If I don't feel understood, I get really frustrated. I feel like this quote was resonating for any of the times that I assume what people feel, or maybe people really are feeling what I think they are, and I let it affect my whole day. And it shouldn't, because they can feel that way. And if I, especially if I don't agree, I should be able to move on. So I like to keep this quote so I can have a better day, so I can try. I don't want to have a bad day. So why am I not putting in the efforts to move on? Like I had said before, I've always kind of lived with this type of drive inside of me. A lot of it has to do with my childhood and just how restrained I felt. As an adult now, I try my best to listen to myself when I really feel like I want something. I really feel like I need to go for something. And whatever that is, if I think it will make me happy, if I think it will make me proud, I for sure will do it. Let's get into our fourth quote, shall we? Okay, so for this quote, it matters so much to me because sometimes I hate having expectations on me, but I do the same thing to others. I also need to realize that where I'm coming from or what I sometimes expect in people they may never reach that expectation because they're not there yet. They haven't had these experiences like I've had. They may never. And I think my problem was just assuming either they have or they need to. And if they haven't yet, we can learn it right now. And that's just not how life works. Let's get into our last quote. Sometimes when I think of levels of power, I almost think it has to be literal in terms of your boss, your parent. That's not necessarily true. I think that someone, making a rude comment to you and you let it kind of hit you a little harder than it needs to, that is power. But I don't need it to, ruin my day. I don't need it to change what I'm doing. I think that I really like this quote because it's a reminder. Remember who you are, right? Remember it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes I think that's the biggest thing I need to tell myself. It's not that big of a deal. Those are my favorite quotes. But what I wanted to get into now from her book is that it kind of pushed me to want to create a vision board. So I'm going to put my little vision board I made here. I think it's going to be my wallpaper on my phone. So that's why it's very vertical. In this vision board, we have quite a few different kinds of pictures, and these are going to be my 2025 goals. I don't think you have to wait until January or December to make one. I've already started a few, so why not? In this vision board, as you can see, I have my goal for how many subscribers I hope to reach by the end of the year, and we can maybe do a check back at the end of the year. Maybe, if I remember, I'll do a video to see what goals I've done or hit so far, and I hope to hit 100 subscribers at least. That could be really cool. I have money under that. I hope to be a lot more financially stable, whether that means I'm making more money in the job I'm working now. Maybe I've grown past 100 subscribers and I can figure out a way to monetize this so that this can be a full-time job. That is my goal in the long term. Also have some wedding pictures in there. That has to do with planning my wedding. Goal is by the end of 2025, I have some real concrete wedding plans. I need to. Also have on my vision board is working out. I hate the idea of working out and I need to change that because it's not healthy, literally, because I'm not active. I work a desk job. I'm sitting all the time. My goal for 2025 is at least to try some different types of workout because I hate the idea of going to a gym. And I've always had this interest in Pilates. Any woman I've ever seen who does Pilates looks amazing. I put Pilates on my vision board because I'm gonna try it. I also have pictures of like baking kind of in the corner, if you could see. That has to do with YouTube as well. I want to make more cooking videos. I had a lot of fun with my stuffed onion videos, which if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. This is just my reminder. I need to be baking. I need to be cooking some more, trying more recipes, and hopefully with my YouTube, that will challenge me to do that more. In the top corner, you can see it's Greece. I will be traveling for the first time this year out of the country, and so I have some goals to vlog it. I have some goals to just take it in and see so many different things. So I'm really excited for that. I also have next to my Greece picture, it kind of looks like a party. It's a Halloween party. I have always wanted to throw a Halloween party. Halloween is my favorite holiday. This year I'm challenging myself to actually try and have a Halloween party. I also have a picture of, I have like two pictures and it looks like a book. One is reading in general. I do want to read more this year. The other book just has to do with journaling, keeping up with that. I've loved doing it so far, so I just hope by the end of this year I am still journaling. I have a new journal by then. And then another photo that is in this vision board has to do with like a camera. It looks like vlogging or recording. That's just basically this. It's a reminder. I want to keep at this. I want to get better at this. I want to continue to try something new with each video, whether that be in my editing, in my setup, in my quality, whatever that may be. That is the long-term goal. That was just my thoughts on the Let Them Theory book. Just my favorite quotes, what I took from it, what it means to me. If you're interested, I would definitely check this book out. I really loved the book. It felt very personal to me as well. I love all of the personal stories that she chose to share in the book. I think that's vulnerable, but at the same time, that helps me. I learn best from real life experience. In general, I just feel that there's something good that somebody can learn from this book, whatever that may be. I think you could find something for yourself in it. So that's my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. But comment down below if you've heard of this book, if you read it, if you loved it, what your thoughts were, and Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!